and vulnerable people across the world. Much of the conflict and instability in the world today has its roots in the extreme inequality between countries and within countries as well. It is also fueled by poverty, unemployment, and underdevelopment. As the peoples of the world, we have a shared interest in ending poverty and closing the disparities that exist amongst people in the world in terms of wealth, skills, resources, access to education, health, and social support. South Africa stands ready to work with all governments and the peoples of the world to achieve these noble goals and objectives of improving the lives of vulnerable people around the world. We trust that your presence in South Africa as the representatives of your respective peoples will enable us not only to build bilateral relations between South Africa and your countries, but also to cooperate in building a better world. Your Excellencies, you begin your appointments in South Africa at an important moment for our country, a moment of renewal and a moment of rebuilding. Despite the great progress we have made since 1994, we have in recent years struggled with a number of challenges ourselves, including poor economic performance, policy uncertainty, corruption, and the weakening of some public institutions. These challenges have combined to undermine our ability to respond effectively to many of the needs of our people, such as poverty, unemployment, and inequality. These are challenges that still plague our nation. Over the last few months, however, our country has embarked upon a new path towards inclusive growth, towards job creation and transformation. Central to this effort of having inclusive growth is the restoration of effective governance and improvement of the financial and operational performance of strategic resources that we have in our country. We are working to not only achieve a lot of realignment of our policies, but we are also working to improve the delivery of services to our people. All this demonstrates that South Africa is willing to acknowledge its shortcomings, but it is also prepared to take the necessary steps and measures to correct these. While we work to address the legacy of our apartheid past and the challenges of recent years, our eyes are firmly set on that future that beckons, the future that is calling all the people of our country. We are moving with determination and urgency to increase investment, to grow our economy and create jobs, and especially for young people. I was particularly heartened as I received many of you, and as we exchanged a few words, I had wonderful words from nearly all of you that you are here so that we can improve the economies of our country as well as the countries that you represent. So you are also here not only as political ambassadors, but you are also here as economic ambassadors. I very much appreciate your commitment to see both your countries and our country progressing economically and growing as well. We have embarked on an ambitious investment drive that is informed by an understanding that under the current conditions, far greater investment is a prerequisite for faster economic growth. It is an understanding that jobs will not be created and poverty will not be reduced unless we grow our economy. We have appointed 4 special economic and investment envoys who are meeting potential investors here in South Africa and around the world as well. You can expect that they will be keen to speak to investors in your countries and that they will call on yourselves as representatives of your countries for your support in this important task. It is our wish that we will use the good relations between our countries as the basis for greater levels of investment, as well as bilateral trade, which will promote economic activity and development in our respective countries. We are seeking mutually beneficial cooperation, as well as collaboration to ensure that our societies make progress that our people should be able to benefit from the relationship that we are consolidating and firming up today through the presentation of your credentials here in South Africa. Your Excellencies, the South African delegation returned this morning from the 31st Ordinary Session of the Assembly of Heads of State and Government of the African Union in Nouakchott in Mauritania, where I had the honor and the privilege to sign the agreement on the African Continental Free Trade Area. We will now submit this agreement to our Parliament as part of the ratification process that all countries that have signed are going through. The establishment of the Continental Free Trade Area is expected to have a far-reaching impact on the economies of our continent, Africa. It will contribute significantly to greater intra-African trade and investment, encouraging economic dynamism, innovation, and growth. Importantly, this agreement will promote the industrialization of our continent, enabling many countries to extract greater value for their mineral resources through beneficiation. It will enable many countries on the continent to become manufacturers of goods that will be sold on our continent. The Continental Free Trade Area Agreement is very much aligned with South Africa's economic growth as well as our development strategy. This places emphasis on regional and continental integration. We anticipate that the Continental Free Trade Area Agreement will not only benefit Africa, it will also create conditions for greater flows of trade and investment between Africa and the rest of the world. Your Excellencies, in conclusion, allow me to thank each one of you on behalf of your countries for continuing to honor us with your friendship and your cooperation. The fact that your countries have selected you to come and represent them here is a clear sign of the abilities that they saw in you. It's a clear sign of the commitment that they saw in you to be able to come here to South Africa to improve the relationship between South Africa and your respective countries. So this is a great honor not only for us as South Africans, but your countries have also honored you by having sent you here. We look forward to working with you to strengthen these relations between our peoples and to contribute to building a better world, which will be a world of greater benefit to all the peoples of South Africa and the peoples of your respective country. I thank you, and I'd like once more again to say to you, welcome to South Africa. We welcome you, we embrace you with warm arms, and already we see you as part of our country, and in a way, you have become South Africans for the time that you'll be representing your country here. Thank you very much. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you very much, Thank you very much, Mr. President. We will now...
All right, so what you've just been watching is the President receiving letters of credence, and this follows the following heads of designations from 9 countries presenting their credentials to the President. And the countries involved, the Republic of Congo, the Republic of Korea, the Republic of Austria, Malaysia, Angola, Oriental Republic of Uruguay, the United Mexican States, Republic of Zimbabwe, Jamaica, Republic of Indonesia, Burkina Faso, and the Republic of Liberia. We're also expecting the President, he's just received those credentials as we've just seen, and in his speech he was basically saying that welcome to these representatives of the various countries, and for the continued friendship and cooperation, and then saying that, look, you know, we come at an important time both in the world and in South Africa, where poverty...
But if I want to stand
One more.
Okay, the first 6. So then, no. Yeah, why don't you do this? Yeah.
It's fine, Mr. President.
Yeah, it's 7. Yeah.
It's fine, Mr. President.
I will do the 7.
Yes. You are here. You are here, Mr. President. 6 heads of mission will sit with the President and will stand.
According to President.
According to how you presented.
Okay.
How you presented. Excellency, you are fine. Mr. President, you can see.
Okay, I can see.
Okay.
No, it's not. Welcome.
Stand. No. Come in.
5.
Yeah, it's fine.
So that's,
it's okay.
Okay, we are all here.
To the President.
Okay.
Let's ask the back row to go. One step to the right, the back row. Just one step to that side. Okay. One step to that side. A little bit more. Thank you very much. Okay, everybody in front, just sit like the President is sitting. Okay.
Left over right. Over right. Yeah. That's what I learned. That was my first training.
Thank you so much. Here we go. Are we ready? I'll count to 6,001. Let's do one more. 1.5, 2, 2.5, and 6,000. Thank you very much. Thank you. May you kindly join the Excellencies? May you kindly join the Excellencies?
She was in the
Please, accompanying guests, may you join?
Let's give the lady a chance. They've always had nice, so no, but we'll do another one with the lady.
Okay.
Two extra chairs. Okay. No, I'm sure they'll do it. You'll make it good?
ambassador, no, ambassadors, one ambassador here, and one ambassador this side, one ambassador this side.
Why don't you bring a lady and then we shift?
Okay.
One lady ambassador.
Okay, lady ambassador. Okay, please.
And then you shift. Yeah, that's it. That's better.
That's it, perfect. Okay, here we go. See, I promise I'm going to be perfect. 1, 2, 1.5, 6,000.
Thank you so much. Welcome. We're really delighted that you're here. Really delighted. You brought us the snow. Thank you so much. Wonderful. It's South. No, we are people of the South. Good. Thank you so much. And good luck. Thank you. Yeah, we need it. Yes, we need it. Yes. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, ma'am. Once again, thank you, sir. Yes. Indeed. Well, it's a real pleasure. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, I would. I've met President Widodo. You remember I wrote Oh, no, not Widodo. I met President Mahati, Prime Minister Mahati. I met him. Yes, we used to work together in a smart partnership. Yes. Yes. And I'm looking forward, actually, I'd like to, if it's possible, just to come back. So we can facilitate? Yes. I'd like you to facilitate. Thank you so much. Yes. Thank you so much. I know you with your brother. I was with my brother. Yes. In the BNC. Yes. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you so much.
But we have like additional
Thank you. What over? Tell me when you're ready, guys.
Okay, hold on.
Okay. You tell me when you're ready, bro.
Okay, hold on.
Because it's like, yeah, you'll be looking at me.
Okay, shot rolling.
Ambassador, you welcome to South Africa. During your tenure, what is that you hope to achieve?
I thank you so much for your warm welcome to South Africa. South Africa is a very beautiful country. With my appointment, as I indicated to the President just a while ago, the government and people of Jamaica are expecting increased relations, especially in trade and commerce. We also want to increase relations in relation to our areas like technical cooperation, cultural experiences, and of course sports. South Africa and Jamaica share a strong bond of friendship since we established diplomatic relations years ago.
Thanks, Ambassador.
Thank you so much.
Zimbabwe. Thanks, Ambassador. Thanks, Ambassador. Malaysia. Thanks, Ambassador. Malaysia. Zimbabwe and Angola. Anywhere. Anywhere.
Okay.
Because now we're going to prepare for Kiev. Anyone I live it, I live. Oh. Come see what but the Angola is Zimbabwe.
Thank you very much.
Hello.
Yeah, sure. Oh, hello. Yes.
Ambassador, how are you?
Yeah, I'm Ambassador of South Korea. Yes.
South Korea. Ambassador, you will tell me when you're ready? Yes. Ambassador, for the next few years or so, you will be based in South Africa, trying to forge relations between our country and your country. What is that you hope to achieve?
Yes, I feel very much privileged because South Africa and South Korea, we are the members of G20, and we are important players globally, and we have many things in common. In terms of politics, we just realized democratization, and also we are very dynamic economy, and we play active role in the international scene, which means we have many things in common, and I'm very excited to see that we'll be able to collaborate in many areas, in security, in trade and investment, in development. So, of course, South Africa is one of the most important countries in the region. It's a hub for many businesses, activities. So, I'm very fortunate to be here at this right moment when South Africa is picking up and has high hopes for the future. Yes.
Much appreciated, Ambassador.
Thank you. Thank you.
Angola. From Mexico. Can Hello. Okay. Ambassador, how are you?
Good. Very good. Thank you. Here? Yes. Hello. Very good. Thank you.
Okay.
Hello.
Ambassador, welcome to South Africa.
Thank you very much.
You will be representing your country here in South Africa. What is that you hope to achieve in your foreseeable stay?
In the first place, I'm delighted. It's an honor for me to be representing Mexico in South Africa as the first Mexican woman ambassador to South Africa. That's one thing that I'm very interested in moving forward regarding women issues, sharing best practices between Mexico and South Africa in this regard. And what my mandate is to bring together Mexico and South Africa as strategic partners in Latin America and in Africa. And I will be devoted to bring the relationship to a higher level. We will explore how to build up more economic trade relationship, and also young people. The young people are a key target for me regarding the promotion of dialogue between young people here and young people in Mexico, in order to share their experiences, jobs, how do they feel vis-a-vis getting a job, for instance, what are the experiences that they want to share. So this is the kind of things that I will work on.
Thanks, Ambassador.
Thank you. Thank you.
Can you have your name?
Card? My name, because I don't have a card.
Yeah. Can you write your name? You're right.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ambassador.
Thank you.
Yeah, Armadam. SABC. SABC.
Hello.
Ambassador, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
I'm good.
Yes.
I was like fighting now. The ambassador can't leave the SABC. He can't leave the
Wow.
SABC. Thanks.
So that at least you have, and you are?
Okay, change side. You tell me when you're ready.
Yes, and you?
Yeah.
I look at
me.
At you. Okay.
Atamele camera, huh? Atamele camera. Oh, Mukhar. Okay, thank you. Okay. Ambassador, welcome to South Africa. For the next few years, you will be representing your country here. How are you going to make sure that the relations between the two countries are well established and improved?
Thank you very much for welcoming me to South Africa. I already feel very much at home here. Indeed, this is a